Hi there, everyone. This is Darkside2K7. Hope you're having a fantastic, spooky Halloween. So, as you may know, the whole Netflix situation is still going on with the Dave Chappelle special. Knowing Dave Chappelle, he is not bending the knee. He's not doing it. He demands that if they want to talk, that these trans employees want to talk to them about a special, he'll talk to them. He'll have a meeting with them, but he will do it under his terms and under his guidance, which I respect. Meaning he didn't bend the knee. So what did they do? They decided to do the next best thing. Go after Netflix via a lawsuit because that works so fucking well, right? It's not gonna end well, but I'm gonna read it right off the bat. Okay, you will love this one. Dave Chappelle's controversy now sees Netflix hit with unfair labor charge by fired and suspended staffers. I mean this from Deadline. The blast radius from the controversy over Dave Chappelle's repeated remarks about the trans and the LGBTQ plus communities in his Netflix special The Closer has now extended further as the National Labor Relations Board is reviewing bruising charges of unfair labor practices against the streamer. Uh-huh. Naming co-CEO Ted Sarandos as an employee representative, fired Netflix programmer manager B. Peggers Minor, and suspended senior software engineer Tara Field, filed paperwork with the federal agency on October 27 over the false and pretexted reasons and retaliation leveled against them, respectfully. Oh, really? I like to see how this one is. Netflix engaged in the above activity to quell employers from speaking up about working conditions, including but not limited to seeking to create a safe and affirming work environment for Netflix employees, speaking up about Netflix products and the impacts of its products choices on the LGBTQ plus community, and providing support for the employees within Netflix who's treated in an unlawful, disparate manner. Executive exclaim the statement of charge that Bay Area Attorney Lori M. Burgess submitted for the non-binary identifying page minority and trans field. Having failed repeatedly to quell the backlash in an October 20th protest/walkout over Chappelle's Six Special on its platform, Netflix has conciliated today to a point. We recognize the hurt and pain caused in our trans colleagues over the last few weeks, the spokesperson for the streamer told Deadline this afternoon. But we want to make clear that Netflix has not taken any actions against employees for either speaking up or walking out. News on the NLRB filing was first reported today by The Verge. In the October 25th video promoting the latest dates on his current tour for his untitled documentary, Chappelle said he is willing to meet with members of the trans community. However, in listing off his conditions for such a sit-down and praising Sarandos and Netflix, the comic also says, "I am not bending to anyone's demands." Good. Good. On the other hand, Sarandos won't jeopardize the streamer's lucrative relationship with Chappelle because of this crisis. As Netflix employees, former showrunners GLAAD and the National Black Justice Coalition condemned Chappelle's indications of the trans community, Serrano's intentionally defend the comic in his special against the claims of trans said it did not cross the line of hate speech, which it didn't. It really didn't cross the line of hate speech, but nowadays, you know. But nowadays, though, it's like people don't want to get joked on nowadays. But I, I, uh, I continue. After being made aware of the betrayal of a number of his own staff felt and the way the dust-up was playing up in the press, Serrano suddenly softened his stance, at least on the surface. "I screw up eternity in the communication, and I don't mean just methodically," the executive said in a series of collaborated media appearances as the October 20th walkout by the Netflix trans staffers in Rwanda. "I felt like I should have made sure to recognize that a group of our employees was hurting very badly from the decisions made, and I should recognize upfront before going to the rationalization of anything the pain they were going through. I say that because I respect them deeply, and I love the contribution that they have at They were hurting, and I should first recognize that. Still, Fields and two other staffers who criticized the streaming over Chappelle's special were suddenly suspended in early October for supposedly attending a virtual meeting they shouldn't have, which they shouldn't have but they decided to do it anyway because they felt like they could do whatever the fuck they want, which they shouldn't. The trio was reinstated soon after as the absurdity of the statement and the timing became public, of course. Yet, at almost the same time, walkout organizer Paige Miner was pink slipped for supposedly leaking very specific compensation info on Chappelle and others in the media, led by the league-obsessed co-CEO Reed Hastings. The rarely transparent Netflix has been in beast mode to stop the leaks for the Chappelle fallout or any other matter. Well, yeah. Well, see, that one was based on how Netflix fired this organizer who leaked out information how much money Dave Chappelle was getting for Netflix's special. For Netflix special, all right. And honestly, I agree. I stand with Netflix on this one. Bitch should have been fired because those are private information. It's not supposed to be leaked out. But I think she did it anyway, just to get just to put pressure on Netflix, which is a dumb move in my honest opinion. But I digress. Which is a dumb and stupid move and a dumbass way you could get fucking fired. Fired, but obviously not bowed. Paige Miner denied on the record that anything was leaked. Bullshit. A very pregnant Miner spoke to more than 100 people, a mix of Netflix staff and supporters, who showed up last week in a protest outside the streaming Vine Street office in Hollywood. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I saw that. Oh yeah, I remember that. It was supposed to be 1,000. It was supposed to be 1,000 Netflix employees walking out. It was only 100. Bullshit. I want my child to grow up in a world where they see that their parent, a black trans person, yes, because you got to put your race in it. Because why the fuck not, right? Because I exist, contrary to what the specials say, contrary to what many people say, that I am valued and I'm an important person. Pagos Minor proclaimed from Cheer the Cow. It now sees it's going to the NLRB. Paige Miner and Fields want Netflix to take some responsibility. For what? For fucking what? Responsibility for fucking what? They didn't even do jack shit. Netflix didn't do jack shit, alright? It's just that what I fucking feel about this whole situation is that the only fucking reason that this is happening is because Dave Chappelle cracked jokes on them, and they're pissed off because they're super pissed off because they don't want people to make jokes at their expense. That's what comedy is supposed to be. You're supposed to make jokes on on everyone. I mean, hell. I mean, heck. And besides, Dave Chappelle, he not only went after trans, he went after blacks, he went after gays, he went after gays, lesbians, white people, Asian, Latino, Hispanic, white, black. He went after everyone. That's his job of him being a comedian. And his craft continues. Fucking continues to evolve to this day. The problem with these idiots is that they want to act like you can make fun of everyone, but you can't make fun of that one. And what they're doing, they are proving everything what Dave Chappelle said in his special The Closer correct. You can kill a black dude on the street, no fucking problem. But you can't. But God forbid if you hurt a gay person's feelings. Like I said, And the reason why they're doing this shit, the reason why they're filing a lawsuit over Netflix is because they're pissed off that Dave Chappelle ain't bending the knee. He's not bending to anyone's fucking demands about it. And I said, and I'm actually happy for it. I really am actually happy for it. This is some fucking bullshit from these woke idiots, because they just can't, from these activists, from these activist employees. They just don't know. They just can't take that damn L, man. That's the problem. And also, and also for Netflix, they kind of brought this shit on themselves. Instead of them actually hiring people who could do the fucking job, people who are qualified, they have to hire people that fits the inclusive and diversity check boxes. Yeah. Seeing it now, looking at this now, it's not looking good. It's not looking good for them. It really isn't. It really isn't. And some of these comments on this one is actually pretty interesting. One comment said it best: "These people see themselves as victims. There's nothing that can be said or done to appease them. Netflix will be a better company without them. Let them walk out and quit." I agree. I agree. And this is what said about it. It's kind of stupid that they've been working for so long in Netflix and never said anything about working conditions until a comedian do his job, like, tell jokes. Then suddenly they have issues in the workplace? Really? Just because you can't take a joke, you screw your job so you can protest on a, what is that again? A joke? Grow some brains and backbones, people. Oh, and this is the best one. Just a few attention seekers now not caring if it makes it harder for trans people to be hired in the future, long as they get theirs. Still, they did some amazing advertising for Dave Chappelle's special. I'll bet it'll double its viewing numbers I bet it doubles its viewing numbers on TV. So leaking confidential. Oh, and these two said it best. So leaking confidential financial information and crashing meetings you aren't invited to are now protected activities? Exactly. The other employees who spoke out publicly and didn't do those things still work there. Like I said, this is so fucking stupid. And like I said, if this were to happen, if this really fucking happened, then there should be a fucking president. There should be a fucking precedent to be set in the world of comedy. If you can't, and here's my thing. Here's the thing. If this were gonna go down, I would set this. If I can't make fun of one community because that hurt their feelings, then maybe to all these left-winging woke comedy motherfuckers should not make fun of should stop making fun of white people, because that shit's getting old. It's really that shit's getting old, and that's the only thing they do because they know for a fact that if they make fun of anything else, they will be seen canceled. But yet, I mean, seriously, Dave Chappelle is doing a fucking job as a comedian, as he fucking should. But yet, for some dumbass reason, you can't make fun of the trans community because that hurt their feelings. Man, get the fuck out of here. That is the most stupidest shit I've ever heard in my life. It really is. And besides, Dave Chappelle, he's getting a lot of people who defend him. Bill Maher, who was on Real Time, who has a so-called Real Time with Bill Maher, he actually defends Dave Chappelle, saying everyone needs to lighten up. I mean, and even Caitlyn Jenner actually defends Dave Chappelle, saying he's 100% right. He is. This whole thing is so fucking stupid, and it's just proving, and what they're doing, it's just proving people that y'all y'all just can't take a fucking joke when it's at your expense. So anyway, I hope this lawsuit just bombs away or anything, and all this stuff. But this whole thing is so stupid, and there's just and what they're doing, and what these idiots are fucking doing. They're doing more harm to the trans community than they're actually helping. But that's just my 2 cents on the whole thing. I would like to know what you think on this. As always, be sure to leave a comment, like this video, subscribe to this channel, click the notification bell so you don't miss another update, share with your friends, share your neighbors, share your significant others, and that's about it. Until next time, this is Darkside2K7, aka Silent Sky Stacer, signing off. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video, it really means a lot, and I will see you in the next one. Catch you later, peace, and happy Halloween! But seriously, all this over a fucking joke? Fucking assholes they are.